So we get at the very beginning, it is the aftermath, quote unquote, of the Luffy punch. And this, I'm not sure yet if I consider this fan service or if I consider this a revelation. It's Kaido's going, oh shit, his punch actually damaged me.
I think it's a revelation. I don't know if it's fan service. I mean,
well, that picture is super fan servicey.
It's a cool fan service.
That Luffy picture with the other guys around him, that's like,
yeah. It's an interesting panel because Odin's on there, Whitebeard's on there, Roger's on there, Zebek's on there, but also Shanks.
This is why I say it's a revelation, but it's a weird revelation because it's something I feel like I know we for sure have talked about before. I don't know the general One Piece community in terms of how they feel about it, but we've always talked about there is probably a second level to hockey. That is, and not just being King's hockey, but like a second level to armamented hockey. Like a lot of guys have access to just regular armamented hockey, which lets you fight Logia, Devil Fruit users, and such. Yeah. Or make yourself really hard to damage. And theoretically, there should be a level beyond that. And so that's what I'm presuming is this is the acknowledgement of Oda saying, yes, there is this second level, and these are guys that have reached it. Luffy has, as once again we said a couple episodes ago, he probably got all of the training he needed with that one arc with Rayleigh, and we will just kind of get more of it as it unfolds. But Rayleigh being literally second hand to Roger, it's like he's seen everything, he knows everything. Like, you can't do it right now, but homie, I'll tell you about it. And so this was Luffy reaching that second level of hockey. Now, do you think Luffy did it knowingly, or do you think Luffy just tapped into it because he was pissed off?
No, I think he did it knowingly. So I think we're at the stage in the game where it's not a subconscious thing. Mm-hmm. I think his physical hockey, that armament hardening, is like insane. It's at that level, or it's getting to that level. Okay. Because like in the next, like on the next page, you can see that his observation hockey isn't quite there yet. So I think this fight's gonna like blossom his hockey the rest of the way. But
I loved the line, not to cut you off, sorry.
No,
go. I loved the line that was just casually dropped. He's like, when Kaido swung at him, and he's like, damn, that was fast. And I was looking into the future. Like, homie was that. He's like, I knew he was going to swing. And I'm like, fuck.
It's so fast. It's like, at least now we know that Katakuri would get fucking wiped.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. No, it's like that's the difference, which is a great difference in him being a second in command versus a captain. Yeah. To follow up, do you think if Luffy can do this second level of hockey knowingly, are we willing to revisit and see a legitimate Emperor conversation?
At this stage in the game? Like I said, I think he's getting there. He can tap into it. Whether he can tap into it and it matches their strength is a little up for debate.
Well, not just Emperor level.
I'm sorry, no. I would put Luffy is no longer affected by Sea Stone, and that puts him, in my mind, at Emperor level.
Okay, but is he higher than number 5? Because that was when we first were told he was an Emperor, everybody laughed, and we were like, all right, but where would he actually rank? And we kind of had, if he's the 5th one, he's not really one.
No, I'd still put him at 5. But if he's able to, like, if he, at the end of this, he'll be much higher. That's my thought. But yeah, I'm we'll see, dude. I right now for me he's a 5, but he's moving up very quickly.
Does that make Luffy the 5th strongest man in the world?
I would put in the known world right now, I would put Luffy at,
is he 5th? Does that be the rank?
He's top 10. But we have to also, are you saying
That's everybody. We're talking pirates, navy, everybody who's fighting like is Luffy. Because we've essentially come to the conclusion that the emperors are the 4 strongest people. Like the navy has really strong people, but the navy, exclude maybe Garp, is they've had to do it in the system, which what makes the emperors so crazy is they've done it outside of the system, and that's part of why they're so strong. The navy has to create units and forces to fight them, where these guys are kind of one-on-one powerhouses.
I would put Luffy as 6 or 7.
So besides the 4 emperors, who do you have stronger than him right now?
Wait, are we talking Garp and Sengoku?
You could include them. They're my hardest to rate, like where I think they legitimately are. But I think there's.
I'll exclude them. Because like I feel like we don't really know. We haven't really seen them at their fullest. I don't think Luffy's stronger than Kizaru and Akainu.
Oh.
And I don't think he would fight Fujitori in a fair fight.
That'd be an awkward fight.
We saw what that fight would look like, and it was Luffy going, "Oh, I don't want to fight you because I like you." So
that's true. And Fujitori likes him, so that is kind of a wash.
I don't think he's stronger than Kizaru or Akainu. So I'd put him like 7.
I think for story purposes, I think he's currently. I would probably have him 6, and I think Akainu's supposed to still be stronger than him. No, I'm gonna flip that. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna flip this. I think Akainu should be 6. I think Kizaru is the strongest active military member or Navy member.
Yeah, I really hope he is. I really hope he is.
Especially because I'm going off. I don't think Oda's gonna completely. He's never overthrown his power system, and the fact that Kizaru, Akainu, and Aokiji at one point were the 3 strongest Navy members. Sengoku and Garp, you could argue all day, but they're older, so I'm going to say out of their prime, they're not as strong as those 3 guys. And because Aokiji and Akainu both have severe injuries and Kizaru does not, I think Kizaru is loyal to the Navy, and that's why he just does what Akainu says. But I think even between them, like, Akainu knows, if homie and I were to fight, homie wins because I now have this massive gash on my fucking chest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Kizaru is 5 after the 4 emperors. And I'm always going to hold on to, I would give Kizaru and Blackbeard like a fair fight. I think that would not, I don't think Kizaru's going out like a bitch. And because Kizaru's technically older too.
Yeah.
Homie's old as
but
fuck.
I feel like Blackbeard's fruit counteracts Kizaru.
It does. But I think Kizaru is, I'm going off Kizaru's experience in fighting. And
I feel like he would go, no. And then he would leave.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he wants to fight
He'd be like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that.